No fancy intros, just going live. But we'll give it a few minutes for people to show up.
In the garbage, buddy. Put that in the garbage. Yep, live here we have two pieces of garbage, according to Joe Biden. We are garbage. We voted for Trump. That makes us garbage.
Actually, I better make it a clear back. Yeah.
That's what we should have named the stream. We should have just named it like garbage of the round table. Like last time we were deplorables.
Yeah. Actually, I can change it right now.
No, hey, we could be garbage of the round table.
I'm doing that right now with garbage of the round.
Dude, give me back the remote, please. Hey, you. Hey, bring that back to Daddy, please. Can Daddy have that, please? Thank you. Yeah. I know. Look at that. The Republican won the Senate. Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
Yeah. So if anybody's out there watching right now, this we got Sean and Eric here.
Yep. Celebrating a Republican win in the Senate. That's Eric.
Oh, okay. Joshua.
All right, relax, dude.
Joshua Benaviste Mir. Kamala Harris won ND, Sean.
I would say that is false. She has not won anything yet. The independent fact checkers have came through and marked your statement as false and misleading.
Kamala Harris won NDSEA. Okay, whatever.
She didn't win.
I don't know if this is just troll or what, but
that's just a troll.
I expect to get them. I expect people to see us going live here, and
hey, still a view. Bring it in.
We're gonna get trolls, of course, but we're just basically covering the election. This isn't like to badmouth anybody or, I mean, I have my beliefs.
No, we're going to be biased tonight. Trump is winning by almost 8 points in Florida right now. Hey, come here.
They are not, from this person, they are not going electoral college to Trump. This election will last for what?
What did he say? They are not going electoral college to Trump. This election will last for 3 weeks. Seems like you need to go to actual college and type some real English.
I have family in U.S. State. So what?
Oh, okay. Now I can read it. Okay. You have family in U.S. State Department. Okay. What does that mean?
Yeah, big freaking whoop.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
So, but anyway, to all three people who are watching right now, yeah, I can't remember the last time I did anything on my personal channel here, but Eric and I, we did this back in 2020 for the election that year. We figured, why not do it again this time around? Have some fun.
Yes, sir.
This guy's cracking me up. CIA.
He's in the CIA. That's some serious business right there. We're going to have to watch our mouths tonight, Sean. This guy's in the CIA. I'm really scared. Hey, RFK Jr., when he gets in there, he's going to gut you guys. You're done. You're toast.
Yeah, so as it stands right now, Trump is up 23 electoral votes to Harris's 3. So let's just call it what we know for sure is going to happen. So the Northeast, it's going to all go blue. Same with the West Coast, that's going blue. All of the Midwest, with the exception of my home state here in Illinois and Minnesota, those are going to go blue. But the rest of it's going red.
Oh no, New York's going red. My vote is going to tip it over the edge.
I mean, I know Trump. I know Trump had the nice rally at Madison Square Garden, but I really just don't think that's going to be enough, dude.
It's not.
That'd be awesome if he were to flip New York, but
that the most boring vice presidential candidate of all time, Tim Kaine, is leading for the Senate spot in Virginia. He was the guy who ran with Hillary Clinton. I'm currently being honked.
I don't know. What do you think about this guy, Eric? This Joshua?
I don't know. He just seems like he's kind of saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like he's. Oh, this is great. RFK is part of the Illuminati.
The Illuminati. I've seen. You know what? I think if you look at the wrinkles on his skin close enough, you can find a triangle there somewhere. Illuminati.
Yeah. So like I was saying, we know for sure, which states are going to who. Northeast always goes Democrat. Same with the West Coast. The majority of the Midwest and all the South goes to Republicans.
Well, I think the thing to watch tonight is because they're going to win them. Is there going to be any sort of noticeable shift that you can look at to where you can see where it gives you some hints about the national landscape? Because, say if Maryland's typically a 30-point win and it's only a 25-point win, I think that there's still signs that you can take away from that.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry about all my background noise.
No, it's all right. That's part of being a dad.
Well, and living with other people.
Yeah, same here. I know how that goes. Yeah, so very early on from what I'm seeing on the news, 3% in Ohio, Trump's leading there. It said Kamala was leading in Georgia, but then that's only 1% in. So
currently got like a 38-point lead in North Carolina, but we know that's not sticking.
No. I mean, it is so early right now.
Very early.
But yeah, this guy I can't get a beat on. The Jezebel Harris will be impeached in 2026. Well, she's got to be president first to be impeached.
Well, I don't think there is getting any beat on these kind of people. They're just kind of in here to say stuff. It's just it's just the internet.
Yeah. Okay, North Carolina, it says Harris is up 68% to 30%, but yeah, it's 2% in. 2% in.
I'm a little perplexed about because Virginia, Trump was leading by a good amount. And I don't even see where Northern Virginia would be counted yet. And they've already saying that Kamala has a 19-point lead. Hey, stop it.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, they're in the beginning stages of tallying all the votes, obviously.
It's going to fluctuate probably a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But anyway, to everybody out there watching, first time on my channel that I've done something on here in I don't know how long. Eric and I are just on here having some fun on election night. Could be a big crucial turning point in the history of our country here. Hey, what's up?
I'm just a warning, we are not major prognosticators. We are not. If you are here looking for supreme analysis, go to your local propaganda legacy media station. They will have plenty of that for you.
Oh, absolutely. My buddy Ben, how's it going? We just filmed earlier.
How's it going, Ben? I tune into you guys every now and then, and you guys do a great show. Awesome stuff.
This Joshua, I almost want to invite him on the stream.
I don't. He's not going to bring anything interesting to the stream. I would just let him. I wouldn't even pay any attention to him. Just on there saying stuff.
I know it's just funny how some of the stupidest stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Remember, we let what's his face on the stream last year, and he completely hijacked it. And
who was that?
I don't know. I forget what his name, who he was, but all he did was just scream and talk over people. It just wasn't a good result.
Oh, was he that one dude? The one guy from Chicago?
He might have been one dude somewhere, that's for sure.
Because I was saying, was it that black dude?
Yes, he was a
Bears
black
fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember him. Yeah, that guy, the flat Earth dude.
The flat earther. He's a Kyrie Irving type.
Yeah, I didn't know Kyrie Irving believed that, but yeah.
Flat earther. Just in case you all didn't know, Eric also agrees. He's nodding his head. Kyrie Irving, flat earther confirmed. He wants to take all the attention. All the and pay attention to me. I am the star of the show. Ohio, 15-point lead for Trump currently. West Virginia, they're not even showing the numbers because they're probably that embarrassing for the Democrats. Hey, dude.
Man, I'll tell you one thing, dude. Regardless of what happens tonight, I'll be so glad when the election's over because I don't know about you, dude. When it gets to be election time in this country, whether it's presidential, Senate, whatever the case may be, gubernatorial, that's really when you see the worst in people.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have a coworker where I work that, and here's the thing, dude, I don't care if you hate said candidate, whatever side you go for. This one dude that I work with was like, he was hoping that Trump would die. He was saying that he was hoping that the bullet had hit him and killed him. And I'm just thinking, like,
What's in the garbage?
okay, I do not like Kamala Harris. I don't like Tim Walz. I don't like any. I don't like any Democrats. That doesn't mean I want them dead.
Eric, go put it in the garbage. Garbage. Hey, put it in the garbage. No, and that's the type of insane stuff that you see. I mean, I remember last election cycle when I was waving Trump flags that some lady tried to call the cops on me at I was in front of like a Save-On gas station, and she tried to call the police on me, which of course the police couldn't do anything. I wasn't even standing on the property of the gas station. I was standing on a sidewalk. And so, of course, the police could do nothing. But just the fact that some Karen tried to call the police on me is just hilarious.
I don't know, just way too many sensitive people in this country are just.
Hey, somebody put an F Trump sticker inside the windshield of my mom's car. This happened just today. So, I mean, the insanity never stops.
Yes, Joshua, I do watch him. He's actually a decent friend of mine.
Watch who?
Ted Schubot.
Oh, yeah, I think you've had him on stream.
I've had him on my channel here a couple of times. He's a good guy.
Or Schubot. Yeah, I watched him, and I think didn't you also have a guy Duran Slater on?
Yeah, Duran Slater. He was I forgot the name of the group that he worked with, but he's a Republican, and he actually did some work with Candace Owens for a while.
Yeah. Didn't you know of a guy? I don't know where she went. She's not in there now. Never mind. I feel like my mom was a big fan of Duran Slater at one point too.
No, that guy is awesome. Awesome guy. Like I said, I've had him on a couple times. I've been on his channel a couple times, and he really down to earth guy, very level headed. He doesn't fall for there's a lot of people that are shocked that he's a Republican and conservative and against BLM and all the woke stuff because he's black. And I'm thinking like, oh, okay. So because someone is black, they have to be for all that stuff. Really?
No, I mean, and I think there's a lot of black people in this country who are sick and tired of being condescended to, because this whole message around, I mean, for example, to suggest that voter ID is racist because black people just can't get IDs. There was even at one point a suggestion they don't even know where to find the DMV. Like,
I saw a video about that. This dude named Ami Horowitz, he went to some college campus, I think it was in California, and all these liberal college kids and even a professor were saying that it's hard for black people to find the DMV, and they don't know how to get there. They don't know how to access the internet. And then he goes to Harlem, New York, and he's telling them what all these people back in California said. And he's like, do you know where the DMV is? And they're like, yeah, it's on 125th Street or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think me and you watched the same video there. And you know, and then of course, and I have to say, I rewatched this clip 50 times just because I could not stop laughing at it. When New York Governor Kathy Hochul said, black people don't even know what the word computer is.
Wow. But yet, Republicans and conservatives and Trump supporters, they're the racists? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, black people don't even know what computer is. They're just a bunch of cavemen, apparently, according to Kathy Hochul.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, don't even know what computers are. Forget not having access to a computer. They don't even know what a computer is.
You know, hey, Joshua, you know, your comments are hilarious. I'll say that much. I don't know what you're all over the place. I don't know what you're trying to prove here, but we're just talking about the election. Really, I mean, really.
Like the Bush versus Gore election. Florida won't be that close, Joshua. There will be chads in there will be no hanging chads in Florida. There'll be no Jeb Bush there to make sure that the results go the right way. I'm kind of surprised at these Virginia results, Sean. I'm surprised at how early on, because usually the way it go is that Trump leads for a good amount of time until they count the Northern Virginia vote. And when they count the Northern Virginia vote, but I think that what that could be a result of is increased amount of early voting.
Yeah, that's a part of it, I'm sure. But with Virginia, it says 16% in. Oh shoot! I accidentally clicked off the screen. Yeah, North Carolina, it says Harris at 68%, Trump at 30%, but that's only 2% reporting.
Yeah, and it's probably some like small Democrat county or something.
But yeah, right now, according to this, it says Trump 57% to 41% in Ohio. South Carolina, 60% to 38% in favor of Trump. Georgia, 62% to 37% in favor of Trump with 12% reporting. Oh, and by the way, South Carolina, that was 8% reporting. And Florida, Trump 54% to Kamala Harris 44%, and that's 76% reporting.
Trump actually did win Florida by more than in 2020 than he did in 2016. But then he only won by 3.4 points. That state is usually tight all the way until the end. That state right now is a 10-point Trump lead. That state could be called before 10 o'clock p.m. tonight. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, I mean it's could be called sooner than that, because if 76% is in,
that is dramatic. That is a dramatic shift.
Now, I will say this: if Harris ends up winning Virginia, that won't exactly surprise me, because Virginia has gone blue the last couple elections.
Well, that's because there's, just the demographic changes, especially in Northern Virginia.
I still like to think Trump makes a comeback in North Carolina, because, like I said, it's 2% reporting right now.
That is not going to be like that. I mean, even in 2020, he won that state. Not more people now that I mean, they've gotten to see 4 awful years. Not to mention, Harris just spit in their face after the hurricane. Oh, here's $750. Yeah, that's real helpful. Apex predators that State Department don't want. Kamala Harris. This guy's out of.
He said this like 4 times already.
I was gonna say, is that a repeat comment? He's just spamming Kamala Harris is gonna be.
Yeah, this guy is he's obvious. I mean, listen, when you do a political live stream or a political video, you have to expect the trolls, which is so this isn't shocking, but you got guys like this who just like to spam with the same nonsense over and over and over.
Because of January election riots. So because of riot, so you're telling me you're going to have another January 6th? Is that what you're saying?
I'm ready to get rid of this guy.
No, he's fine. We'll just ignore him. Let him. The way you convince people is with their pocketbook. Let me talk to this guy. Good luck. Good luck, man.
Yeah, have fun in the comment section with him, dude. Actually, Ben, if you want to get on here, dude, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I think this guy's just a bot. He's just kind of a wind-up toy. You pull the string, and it has 3 or 4 phrases that it just cycles through. Kamala Harris will be impeached in 2026. I am a member of the CIA.
You know, I didn't think about that, but yeah, it could just be a bot. It's probably not even a real person.
Democrat wind-up toy. I don't know. I think Harris is going to be impeached. I don't know.
Well, like I said, you gotta be president before you can be impeached.
I don't know. And they did just install her in here, so who knows? I mean, proving you don't even have to get a single vote to be a nominee.
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
Go ahead.
And look, I was just gonna say I get it when a president's on his way out. Normally, the next one in line is whoever his presidential candidate is. I get it, but yeah, you got to get the votes first before you can be the nominee.
It's one thing where that would have been different is if Joe Biden had stepped down from the presidency, then Harris is sworn in.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, you don't just get handed the nomination; you have to be voted on. I mean, Joe Biden had to be voted on in a primary, and he was.
Yeah, no, exactly. If Biden had stepped down, then yes, she would have been, she'd be the president, and then she'd go through the process of having to get the votes. But then again, it also happened pretty late too, late in the year when when Biden and Trump were already debating and all that stuff.
Well, let me tell you this right now: the reason why that debate was so early was because that was the plan. They sent him out there without the drugs. He completely fell apart as they predicted. And then that was I guess we just got to push him out now. You know, we have to circumvent democracy to save democracy. That's Democrat logic right there.
Well, but you know what was even more pathetic? I actually felt embarrassed for Biden on this. But did you see how his wife talked to him after that debate?
Yeah.
Yay, Joe! Way to go! You answered all the questions. And then that'd be like you talking to your son.
Yeah, no, literally, I said this before. I said that looks like the way Joe was standing there, like he's so proud of himself. That looked like me when I was in 4th grade when I got honor roll.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm
not making fun of dementia or anything of the sort, but that's a guy who should not be president, just like Fetterman should not be is he governor or senator of Pennsylvania?
A senator in the state of Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah, he should not be senator because that guy really I almost don't even blame them. I blame their wives. See, their wives care more about having the social status of their husbands being big-time politicians than they do about the health of their husbands.
See, yeah, this guy, I don't even know what he's saying. The Joe Biden election 2020 was Trojan horse for Jezebel Harris.
Jezebel. Yep. So we got the next poll closing in 4 minutes.
Is Jezebel supposed to mean something?
It means it's basically a female demon. or female devil.
Oh, okay. See now.
Biden won by 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you see a 10-point lead for Trump right now. And that, I mean, he's going to win Florida going away. That may be called before 9 o'clock, along with Ohio. Ohio not even really close right now from what I've seen. The last time watching Fox News, we'll see when that comes back around. I'm on screen.
Yeah, 10% reporting in Ohio, and Trump is up 53% to 45.
What state?
Ohio.
Oh, 53 to 45.
Yeah.
Vermont governor. How's a Republican won in Vermont for the governorship with a lot of the vote?
Trump just got up to 32.
Oh, that means they called South Carolina.
Okay. Yep.
Trump drawing a little closer in Virginia right now. Telling you, a lot of early voting. I mean, he's not going to win Virginia. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if he doesn't win Virginia, I'm not surprised.
That would be a bonus. I mean, if he wins Virginia, I mean, he doesn't even need to win. If he were to win Virginia, he would not need to win any of the Rust Belt states. But if he won Virginia, I'm telling you right now, he's winning all 3 of them. Because, like, elections don't work like that. They don't, he can randomly win this state. Now, it goes off the national climate. Because if people in Virginia are feeling a certain way, that certainly means people in Pennsylvania are feeling a certain way. So, generally, you can kind of get a feel for how other states are going to vote based on states around them.
Yeah, so off to a good start. He's up to 32 electoral votes, but of course we know that's good. Like I said, we know that's going to change because you got the whole Northeast to go yet, and yeah, things are just underway, just getting started.
Yes, and it's worth noting that by this point in the night last year, they had actually called on Fox News Virginia and Vermont right away for Joe Biden. And he was actually trailing for a lot of that time in the beginning. In fact, he trailed really for the entire night based on the broadcast. So I think the fact that, you look at the 2016 election, it kind of started a lot like this with Clinton winning Vermont and then Trump winning those, states that he currently has right now. So
he's doing very well in Georgia.
The fact that he gets out to this early lead is huge.
Well, now it says Harris is leading in Ohio.
Yeah, that's not going to stick.
No, that's 12% in.
Yes, they're probably counting in places like Cleveland, Cincinnati,
the bigger areas, yeah,
urban type areas. But those dominate that state really.
Ben's telling me that New Hampshire and Vermont are shifting, but actually didn't. Harris already won New Hampshire. That's how she has her 3 votes.
Yeah, she buried the 3-pointer from Burlington, Vermont.
Okay, now see, this is where I'm talking. This is where it's starting to change. Trump 105, Harris 72.
With what? Oh, that's because of the 8:00 poll closings.
Yeah.
She probably got a run. Man, only 72. What states did they not?
Florida's called for Trump.
Florida called for Trump already.
New Hampshire.
Called Trump. Already 8:00. Florida's been called. Florida is just a safe state. Let's go. Harris gets smoked. We're biased over here, folks. We're biased.
Then of course, Mississippi's been called. Alabama's been called. Looks like Tennessee's been called officially for Trump too.
This climate and this thing in the Middle East. I mean, it is a political loser for the Democrats, no matter which way you go, because you have because you have people on, the Gaza side that feel like they're too hawkish, like, oh, you need to weapons, you need to cut off Israel altogether, But then you have the people on the other side who are, in favor of Israel, who feel that they're like, that they've abandoned Israel, which, I mean, I don't think that's true. I don't think they've abandoned Israel. They're still sending weapons and money, but because they don't directly go out and cheerlead, they must think that that's, an endorsement of Hamas. So I don't know with that, but either way, it's a political loser. It is a political landmine for Harris and Biden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Oklahoma went for Trump, obviously. Illinois, no surprise, called for Harris. She also picked up, of course, most of the Northeast states like Vermont, Maine, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maryland. No shock. We got Texas coming up, so that's going to go to Trump.
Sean, your state of Illinois voted for Harris.
I'm not shocked. This state hasn't gone red since Reagan. So I'm not shocked at all. It's so corrupt here. It's not even funny. And our freaking governor looks like Fred Flintstone. Have you seen J.B. Pritzker?
Can't be any worse than Lori Lightfoot. Or she's the mayor of Chicago.
Yeah, she's the mayor of Chicago.
Oh, well, either way, I mean, J.B. Pritzker, isn't he like a big dude, big heavyset guy?
Kind of, yeah. If you look up a picture of him, he is looks just like Fred Flintstone.
I've never actually seen. I've kind of seen him, but
he almost kind of looks like the father from the show The Wonder Years.
Come here, buddy. You want to come up?
Yeah, the map on Google's kind of slow. But yeah, they started doing the polling in Pennsylvania, that's blue, light blue. Ohio's light blue, and so is North Carolina. But they're just getting started. 3% in Pennsylvania, 28% in Ohio.
The fact that we're already calling Florida is insane. I mean, it wasn't called till after 11 o'clock. Oh, my God. It wasn't called till after 11 o'clock in 2020. At o'clock. It's called even sooner than I was saying. I was too conservative on that call. Yeah, my God. Trump is leading by 12 with 83% report. I mean, he is not even close. Man, Florida is totally shifted the other way. Trump with a 13-point advantage in the state of Georgia with 35% reporting.
Trying to find a better map on here. Google's just not getting
it
done.
Go to electionintegritymap.com. Pretty sure that's what it was. Pretty sure that's what it's called.
Well, from the Heritage Foundation?
Yes.
Come on, I just want to see the map.
Trying to get my buddy over here to come watch. That is the shock of the night. Florida being called it by 8 o'clock. That's insane. That is
no kidding.
ever. Okay, buddy. I'll plug it. Do you want me to plug it in? Here, let me see it. I don't know what you want, buddy. Come up here. Come up with Daddy. Okay, I'll plug it in. I got it. See, now it's plugged in. I don't know why you're so worried about my phone being plugged into the charger, but I plugged it in for you. You want me to put the recliner up? You want to hop up with Daddy? Okay, come here. Yeah, a lot of these states right now, they count different parts of the state sooner, and that's why you're going to see. And this was now last time around was my first time watching an election, so I did not understand these early results. I didn't understand why. Like it was frustrating to see when they would, like, a state would be like, 90-10 in favor of the other candidate, but they called it for the person down 90-10.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and just some of the way that the results looked off.
Okay, I think I found something that looks better. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I mean, it's all saying like you look at these maps right now. It says Pennsylvania light blue, Ohio light blue, North Carolina light blue.
Yeah, but I'd be very surprised. I mean, winning Florida by 10, there's no way he's losing Ohio or North Carolina. And I'm telling you right now, that hurricane was awful for the Harris campaign, particularly because of how they responded to it. Just kind of road dog the American citizen.
But yeah, I think we could probably go through the next two poll closings and maybe call it.
Yeah. What are these? Oh, yeah, there's no surprises yet. Yeah, Florida being called at 8 o'clock is no surprise. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nothing to see here.
Yep. That was crazy. That in my life, that's the earliest that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Florida close.
Yeah, we just kind of thought that was going to happen. Oh, the governorship in North Carolina called for the Democrat pretty early. 16% reporting in Texas. Trump leading by a little under 2 percentage points. Delaware hasn't been called yet. Weird. So the next poll closings are at 9 and I believe 10?
I thought one was 8:30 your time.
That's only one state. That's Arkansas. Is anybody in here now?
We got 3 people watching, but nobody's commenting. Anybody has a question or comment, go ahead and leave them.
Yeah, Joshua was becoming a spammer.
Yeah, I had to get rid of him. He was just enough was enough.
Yeah, I mean, eventually that's just spam.
Because like if you have nothing productive to offer, then why would I want to keep you around?
Yeah, like if pro Harris people want to come in, come on in, but say something that's coherent.
Yes, please.
Be coherent. That's all we ask. Be coherent. Don't come in saying that you're in the CIA. That's bullshit. You're not.
Yeah, Michigan has started showing up, started counting. Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Ohio.
Hey, stop it. Oh, jeez. The Trump campaign should have pushed Harris to speak as much as possible. Because every time she opens her mouth, it's just awful.
Well, there's a reason that she wouldn't talk to the press.
I mean, there's already been one seat flipped in the Senate. Oh my God, the Democrats got 99,000 votes here early on in Pennsylvania. Might as well mark it down for Harris. These people are just insane. That's why I wanted to mute it, but little Eric says, "No, Dad, we're not muting the TV."
I've got mine super, super low.
I wanted to mute it because I didn't even want to listen to these jokers. I just want to see the data. Because these guys, they've got to fill all this coverage, so they're just, they're really not saying anything.
Well, they know they're in for a long night, so I mean,
hopefully they have to do the proverbial blowout filler. Like when Notre Dame beats Purdue 66-7, and you just have stuff to talk about. Man, it's a shame Notre Dame and Syracuse don't play this year. That'd be a really good game.
I think so.
I think we got a quarter time around.
Did you see the first batch of the 12-team playoff rankings?
I haven't even gotten a chance to look at them yet. No.
Boise State is the group of 5 team at number 12. Notre Dame was number 10. And we'd be playing, if the season ended today, we'd be playing Penn State at Happy Valley. And the winner gets to meet Georgia.
I don't think Syracuse will be in a playoff, but I think that they're – who knows, though? If bye week, maybe we would. 0-2 after the bye. Lost to Stanford, who's terrible, and lost throwing 3 pick sixes to Pittsburgh. So, and after a bye week, we just look awful. Flat foot, terrible.
Yeah, that'll do you in every time.
Rookie coach. That's the sign of a rookie coach right there, when you come in completely flat after a bye week. I mean, lose to Stanford is just inexcusable, really. There's no reason for that. That was a terrible loss. We'd be in such good shape right now if we'd have just found a way to win that. North Carolina right now, he is closing the gap there. No surprise. Ohio closing the gap. I'd say around 40% reporting, you're going to start seeing Trump surge in Ohio.
Yeah, give it time. Mike says we weren't trying to turn this into a sports stream, but Syracuse plays Notre Dame in South Bend next year.
Hey, we'll talk about it. I mean, of course, if any important information pops up or anything, press the election, we'll do that. Nate Enslow, Trump 2024. Yeah, I saw you there, Nate Biden, with your Trump 23 first. I will beat Trump again in 2020. Yeah, that's my good buddy Nate Enslow. Good man.
Oh, cool.
My sports guy. We go to all the games.
I just, of course, I know we're already biased on this stream enough since both of us, are voting for election alert. Let's see here. Oh, Senate race in Pennsylvania.
Won that.
What was I going to say? I know we're biased and all that, but I just honestly though, and I'm not saying this because I'm truly not saying this because I'm biased, despite the stream, and both of us are biased towards Republicans and conservatives and all that. How could anybody in their right mind vote for Kamala Harris? And I've seen this question asked many times on what's his name, Charlie Kirk's show. He always asks these college kids these questions, or the same question. What is her biggest accomplishment? What has she done that is worthy of your vote?
This little street is a land of liberty.
Well,
you notice that these kids, that they never give it a straight answer. It's basically just, because I don't like Trump.
That is exactly what Harris has done. She is not orange. That is exactly what. Sometimes she's looking orange. Joe Biden put on the orange spray tan at one point. So
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Democrats starting to look pretty orange. I'm thinking Democrats, if you're wanting to pick your lesser of two evils between the two orange people, you might. We like it, right, Nate? Go Cuse.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing that she has done. I mean, she's been the vice president for the last 3.5 years, and it's been a disaster.
Listen, she's going to fix everything. I mean, I know she was in there and all. She screwed it all up, but she's going to fix it. She is campaigning on fixing the things that she screwed up when we all know she's just going to break it even worse.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just going to say it. The only reason that she's even in this right now is because not only is it because she's a woman, but because she's a non-white woman. That's why she has any momentum whatsoever. And I know it's hard for people to face, but it's the truth.
Just to give people some context on just how little votes Kamala Harris has ever received. She had to drop out first in the 2020 primaries because she received 1% in the polls. 1%. She had to drop out before the. I think she was in one debate, and which Tulsi Gabbard absolutely demolished her, and Kamala Harris could not come back from it. So 1%. Then Joe Biden props her up into the vice president role, and then without receiving any votes at all, gets installed as the Democratic nominee after they shove Joe Biden to the side.
Yeah.
Just how on earth could someone tell me that someone who the last time anyone was able to express an opinion on her, she was getting 1%.
It's insane.
1%. One.
Her own party didn't even want her. Her own party didn't even like her.
No. Tulsi Gabbard totally destroyed her. Like, hey, didn't you lock up a bunch of minorities for minor weed offense?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had nothing to say.
Did you see this thing too about how it showed that she was walking, claimed that she was walking door to door, talking to voters, but it proved to be all a bunch of bull. Like it was set up.
Oh yeah. What was really funny about it was she was knocking on doors like, "Hey, is it okay if I knock on your door?" You already knocked on the door, lady.
So I think we're kind of past asking if it's okay now.
Hey, Sean, is it okay if I be on stream?
I guess I don't have a choice now, do I? But
Well,
yeah, sure, it's okay now.
It's okay. So it's okay that I asked for consent at this very late time. We're 50 minutes, almost an hour stream, and Sean is just now getting me on the stream.
It's just so stupid. Oh,
I mean, you just gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at it, man.
I know it's entertainment.
I mean, it's easy to. Everyone's getting in a time where everybody's getting all wound up. We just need to, and that's the approach I'm taking this time. Got myself way too worked up last time. Just need to sit back, relax, watch the show.
Yep, that's all you can do, really.
Because no matter what happens, the day after the election is decided, you're going to get up and you're going to make a sandwich the same day you did before, people. You do that. You do that for yourself. These people don't know you. Did Kamala Harris or Joe Biden or any of these, did any of them call you? You know, after, no. They're not involved with your life in any way, in any real meaningful. I mean, it's going to be okay, people. No matter what happens, we're going to be all right. You know, I mean, it's certainly not favorable if Kamala wins, but, you know, hey, that's the way life goes sometimes. Man, Florida got to do it right. 90% of the votes counted already.
Yep.
Georgia, 47%. So they're counting that pretty quick. The margin's slim just a little bit. It's currently in just under an 11-point margin for Trump.
Yep. 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock your time will really tell us a lot because that's when Arizona, Iowa, Louisiana, Minnesota, New Mexico, North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas, Wyoming, Wisconsin, New York, Nebraska, Michigan, Kansas, and Colorado close. And we got Arkansas coming up at 7:30 in about 5 minutes.
Home Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
That woman.
Yeah, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did have sexual relations with that woman.
Yeah.
Did giggity for googity googity.
He's a dirty old man.
Yeah, good old.
I'll say this: at least, no. I was gonna say at least Trump had some taste, but Stormy Daniels isn't saying much. Come to think of it,
She's just got big jugs.
yeah.
That's it.
But I like how people keep saying, "Oh, I don't want a criminal in the White House. I don't want a criminal." People that stupid that they can't see that even if you're a Democrat, you can't see it. Those are just a witch hunt, trumped up charges, complete fraudulent charges.
I've got news for these people. Every single president you've ever voted for in your lifetime is a criminal.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I dare you to go look up just how many innocent civilians we kill overseas every single year. every president is a war criminal. Every single one. Even the guy we're rooting for tonight. That is how American foreign policy works.
I'm glad you mentioned that because you ever notice that no matter who is in office, whether it's a Republican or Democrat, foreign policy never really changes.
Oh, and because that is a machine that runs itself, and the president is going to play ball, or you get what happened to JFK when he wanted to withdraw troops from Vietnam. And again,
Well,
that was
actually he didn't want to go there in the first place.
that was only part of why they bumped him off, but certainly going against the machine, there was, and really if you look at even the Bay of Pigs, I think JFK was even kind of set up in that scenario.
We were actually talking about that earlier at work.
Yeah, I mean, really, probably the last truly anti-war president we've ever had, where he actively attempted to avoid conflicts.
Yeah, but no, I mean, let's just face it. Everybody, they have money invested in it. That's how they make money, is by conflicts overseas.
Well, and if people really want to know, for those who don't know how that works and why, like, for example, you're going to see Sweden. Is it Sweden and Finland that we included in NATO?
I think so, yes.
Sweden, Finland, we're currently working on Ukraine. Now, one might say, why on earth would you include these people in NATO, right? Makes no sense, right? Well, the more people you have in NATO, the more people that have to buy weapons that are with the NATO specifications.
Yep.
Approved, for example, like your Lockheed Martin, just to list an obvious example. And where does that money then get funneled to? There you go. There's your answer.
Okay, yeah, so a couple minutes, polls close in Arkansas. But it's like another thing too. I know we're kind of all over the place with different situations here with the presidential position. But could you imagine Kamala actually talking to these other world leaders? Because I know that's something that's been mentioned in a lot of other podcasts and videos too. Like Putin would destroy her. So would the Chinese president, and so on. Nobody would take her serious at all.
Now you listen here, Putin. You go to your room.
My cackling voice or laugh should scare you off. I'm intimidating.
You listen here. You listen here, Putin. You come into my house, you're gonna get shot.
See, basically, and the guy that I watch all the time, Ted Schubot, he said it the best. Kamala Harris is basically the type that is a principal or a vice principal at an inner city school
that nobody likes, but that she thinks, like, for example, when she moves to a new school, I know you guys are all gonna miss me. I will make sure to come and visit you guys. And then everyone is like, no, please don't.
No, she's not going to come and visit, and no, nobody's going to miss her.
Yeah, she just says she's going to come and visit, and then all the students say, no, please don't.
Yep, Arkansas just became official for Trump, so he's up to 111.
Yeah, that was going to go immediately. That Arkansas not voted for a Democrat since Bill Clinton. My favorite part of election season ending is not now. Just to preface this, I have a job as a mail carrier now. The
Yeah.
amount of political mail that I have that we get is just ridiculous.
Oh, I bet.
I'm
Um,
very see that go.
One of my coworkers used to be a mail carrier as well, and he said similar things.
And it's just so much political mail, so many political flyers.
Basically junk mail.
It is. It just gets thrown away. They all say the most ridiculous things on them.
Oh, I believe it.
There was one, and it was actually negative. The most ridiculous one I actually saw, just to prove I'm unbiased here. A negative Republican campaign ad against one of our people who's running for Senate in my district. I think it's Senate. John, they said that this guy, he yelled at his kid so hard, woman. He's basically saying that the woman was hospitalized because he yelled at her too hard.
Yelled at her too hard, huh?
And he yelled to his campaign staff, "I am the king." Literally, that's what the flyer said in all big letters. "I am the king."
Oh boy.
I'm just like, yeah, people who aren't idiots will totally believe this.
Yeah, so it says on here, Trump has got a slight lead in Virginia.
Jeez, he's now, so that's turned around. That's
49.6 to 48.8 with 38% reporting.
I just saw it come up 49.5 to 48.8 according to Fox.
Yeah, Ohio, he's got, I just saw it on here too. Ohio, he's leading 50 to 49%. Georgia, it looks like he's still got a nice little lead in that state. Texas, he's got a nice little lead, but that's no shocker there. Michigan has 5% of the votes in. Of course, it's Kamala 57%, Trump 40.
That's going to hit time on the turnout in Wayne County, which is Detroit.
Now, in North Carolina, with 14% reporting, it says has both of them at 49.5%, but it looks like Trump has a lead 400,475 to 400,459.
So very slight lead.
Yeah. Of course, North Dakota, he's leading in. I'm going to try to get some more viewers.
They're breaking down Georgia right now. Fulton County, which is really the Atlanta area.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Harris has the big advantage, along with Clayton County.
Yeah, it's amazing seeing how much of a slaughter Florida was.
Yeah.
This is where area 73 to 20 of that western part.
Yeah, she's going to win those certain counties big, but it's just a matter of can Trump pull enough votes out of them, to where the rural votes, he's going to get a lot of rural votes. It's just, can he get enough votes out of those other places? Trump leading Virginia by 0.3.
It's going to be tight. North Carolina's really tight right now. Ohio, he's got about a 2% lead in.
How much reporting?
For what? For Ohio? For Ohio, it's 41%. reporting.
What I thought around 40% you're going to start to see that surge for Trump.
52% reporting in Georgia. He's up 55% to 44.3, but you covered that already with Fulton County.
Yes, Fulton County, mainly those Clayton, Fulton counties stuff right there. That's Atlanta.
Pennsylvania, it's 9% reporting, and Kamala's leading 70% to 28, but like I said, 9% reporting.
Yes, that will tighten up as more rural West Virginia counties. And the thing is, the makeup of Pennsylvania is much more outside of Philadelphia. But the thing is, with like Pennsylvania, is that Philadelphia doesn't dominate the whole state.
You know who's really making an impact there, believe it or not? The Amish.
Oh, me and my mom talked at great length about the Amish vote in Pennsylvania.
Well, and normally they're people that really don't vote a whole lot.
53 to 45.
Yeah, my mom just brought up Scott Pressler. Scott Pressler is he's actually a gay man, but he's a big Trump supporter, and he has made serious gains in getting people registered to vote and convincing them to vote for Trump.
Yeah. Do you think that the Pennsylvania having a machine issue, do you think that's gonna screw with things?
Hard to say what the machine issue was. I mean, machine issues aren't. I mean, I wouldn't say having a machine issue is necessarily a red flag. I mean, nothing works perfectly all the time, but I think it's going to be under a microscope because of past happenings.
Oh, of course. Yep.
Biden will not attend Kamala's election watch party probably because he's sleeping.
Yeah, I just saw that too. Yeah, I'll say way past his bedtime.
8 o'clock. I mean, Biden can't even be president past 8 o'clock. Yes. He gets his ice cream. He probably watches his cartoons and then he goes to bed.
Somebody had a meme up that had him dressed in pajamas watching cartoons, and it's like, this is Joe Biden on election day.
He's happy as hell right now. He's just enjoying his cartoons, got his ice cream. He's happy as hell right now. Good for Biden. He's good for Biden. He's living his best life. Trump now leading in North Carolina, 51.4 to 47.7.
Yep, I just saw that myself.
Are you watching Fox as well?
Yeah, I've got Fox on. Because, I mean, listen, let me just state for the record, Fox is not perfect. There's even some things on there that I disagree with and some certain characters, but they're the most tolerable. I mean, if I had this on MSNBC or CNN, I'd probably have to put a gun to my head.
I don't know, though. I mean, now, if Trump really starts winning, that's a channel I might turn to just so you can see Rachel Maddow just.
Oh, for the meltdowns? Yeah, that would be great.
Oh my God, everything is over.
Oh, and we got two people watching according to the counter here. If either one of those are my buddies that I just sent the text to, hey guys, how's it going? Derek, Dustin, what's up, fellas? But yeah, 20 minutes until the next poll closings, and I think we're going to call it a night. What do you think?
Yeah.
Cool with you? Because I haven't even had supper yet.
That's all right.
But if things get interesting, we can keep going.
Stay on for a little bit too, just to watch how some of those start unfolding.
Yeah.
You know, think about 9:30. You know, but then that gives us a little bit of time to just kind of watch how things keep unfolding.
Right. I got you.
And you're leaning red. Says
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Right now, according to this map, you have Ohio, basically all those battleground states with the exception of Pennsylvania and Michigan right now. Georgia leaning red. North Carolina, Virginia, Ohio leaning red. Michigan's in the blue, but that's 7% reporting.
See, the thing is with Virginia is that I'm not going to get too excited there unless I start seeing that he is surviving the Northern Virginia vote, because that's where they count last, Northern Virginia, which is basically near the D.C. area.
Right. Oh, and my buddies, Derek Dustin, hey, you're welcome. Just got your guys' message. They're like, thanks for the shout out, Sean. Yeah, no, Michigan definitely got to turn that around. Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm not about those right now.
Yeah, 11% reporting. I mean, it's so freaking early yet. But it's nerve-wracking.
Well,
It's very nerve-wracking.
just keep in mind that the significant early turnout is going to make numbers look a little different than they've usually been, because you look at the early turnout and it's historic. I mean, it's like a statistical anomaly compared to previous elections. Right. And you're not, but a lot of it's in-person early vote. I don't think there's as many mail ballots for 2020 because people aren't scared to go outside now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's definitely a big difference this time around.
Go outside now, so
Texas 52% to 46% in favor of Trump. No surprise there. Hopefully, Cruz can maintain the Senate.
Imagine that they'd go to the grocery store, but would not go to the polls. COVID only is around at the polls. COVID also would not attack you if you're sitting down at a restaurant. COVID sitting down, eating his food, I can't attack.
Hey, I'll be right back, man. I gotta see a man about a horse.
All right.
AKA take a piss.
4 horsemen of shame. All right, I'll run this stream in the meantime. How's everybody doing? State your name. Where's everybody watching tonight? Here's a good question. How are you currently watching the election right now? What media source are you using? Independent media? Are you watching a particular channel on? Are you watching a particular legacy media channel? You know, how are you consuming election night tonight?
What'd I miss?
Absolutely.
Jack shit, huh?
Jim Justice, Republican to win West Virginia. Oh, that's old news. Got a Truth Social notification. Are you on Truth Social, Sean?
No, I'm not.
I'm on there just because I keep up with what Trump is talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could always get on there more for like Ben and I for promoting the Two Irish Brothers show, I guess, but
You can find me under Chunk Yogurt
Chunk yogurt.
with a picture of Jenk really angry as the profile picture.
That guy is a freaking psychopath.
Yeah, that's Chunk Yogurt.
Yeah. How do you say his actual name? Is it Chank? How do you say his actual last name? Is it Oigert?
Jenk Yogurt.
Okay. Yeah, that guy is a piece of work if there ever was one.
I tuned into his live coverage for a little bit, and he was talking. Yeah, we're really fighting really hard to like for something. And I put a comment in there. I said the only thing Jenk is fighting for is a KFC bucket.
Nice.
Which, of course, I mean, they just completely ignored me.
Well, of course.
I'm insignificant, but listen here, Jenk. I have an exercise for you called push-aways. You know what push-away is? It's where you push away from the damn dinner table there, Jenk.
Well, this is a guy, I mean, he's completely out of his mind. Like, this guy, 49.5 to 48.8. Trump in favor in Virginia. Wow. That could be big. But what's up?
What's the lead in Virginia now?
49.5% to 48.8% in favor of Donald Trump, with 43 reporting.
Jeez. Well, like I said, we'll see.
It'd be a bonus. But no, Chank, I heard him say this on I think it was Piers Morgan's show. They were having him, and it was the two of them and I think three other people that were debating on the whole transgender ordeal. And anybody who thinks it's actually okay for a guy who pretends to be a girl to be playing in women's sports, absurd. Absolutely absurd. But this is what he said, though. He said that it was okay up until the age of 18. Then after that, they'd have to start going to different leagues. Okay, Chank. Okay, so you're telling me that you're fine with a boy bashing your daughter's brains in as long as he's 18 or under? Really?
That sounds like a board game. Transgender sports, only 18 and under.
By Parker Brothers.
Transgender sports, only 18 and under.
But I mean, it's funny, but that's just messed up.
460,000 people apparently tuning into Steven Crowder, by the way, on Rumble.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep, people are giving the middle finger to Fox News. We ain't watching it.
Election integrity.
Yes.
Doing everything.
Hello to whoever that is in the background.
That's my mom.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Eric.
Mrs. Eric.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to give out your last name if you're not comfortable doing that.
No, that's okay. I don't
See, I started doing it, but that's my choice.
Yeah, no. My last name's Van Slyke.
You did it, not me.
The people watch. Who's tuning in? I don't know, though. We did have a member of the CIA tune in earlier.
Yeah, 3 people watching. If it's still my friends watching, Derek, Dustin, how's it going, guys? You can make yourself known in the comment section. Good friends of mine from high school. Oh, and get this, dude. Speaking of that, this is kind of off the topic of the election here, but just had my 20th high school reunion a few weeks ago.
Wow. How'd it go?
20 years. It was good. I had a good time. That was the first reunion I'd went to.
You didn't go to 10 years?
I didn't go to 5, 10, or 15, but just it got to be the 20 year, and I'm thinking, no, I got to go to this one.
I didn't know there was a 5 at that because I'm more than 5 years out of high school by now.
I think it just depends on how certain classes do it. Just depends.
I graduated in 2018.
Okay. Well, generally that's how it goes. You have a class reunion every 5 years.
I thought it was.
And again, that's just generally, not not for sure, or that's not for every school or every class. But no, just with it being 20 years out, something told me to go, and I'm really glad I did. Because you know how it can be with reunions sometimes. Is like you wonder, like, anybody really going to want to see you, and are you going to run into somebody that you couldn't stand, that kind of thing. And that wasn't the case. So it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I've got some people that I just can't wait to run into in my high school reunion. If you're watching, wink, wink. Can't wait to run into you, buddy.
We got one watching right now.
By the 10-year reunion, we'll see how this is all looking by then, buddy. Hey, if he's watching, he knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. If he was watching, he knows what I'm talking about. Have fun with that one. Thanks for taking one for the team.
Yeah, well, so far we got Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia still leaning red. Pennsylvania's in the blue. Missouri's in the blue, but I'm pretty sure Missouri's already been called. So this map is not updated.
Trump expanding the lead in North Carolina with 23% reporting.
Oh, Trump's got a nice lead in North Carolina right now.
Man, are they doing that thing where they count the mail-in ballots last?
Ugh.
Oh, the mail-in ballots have come in first. But then again, I think the early votes are like any early in-person voting is being counted right. Which that was what was really historic. I know that the mail-in voting is going to be like it was last time, and even then, you look at the mail-in voting data, it doesn't look like 9 out of every 10 mail ballots like it was for Biden. I mean, it's still leaning Democrat, but I was seeing something like 61-29 at one point.
Yeah.
Like, if Republicans win 29% of mail-in ballots, I mean, it's Jover. Yep, Kamala should have hid in the basement. People hadn't heard you talk. You would have been much better off. Open mouth, insert foot.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I was saying, Michigan, that's in the blue, but only 8% are in. Kansas is in the blue, but 28% is in, and Trump's going to win that.
Weird. Anymore.
But about 5 minutes, we're going to get a bunch of calls here.
Nope. We're going to get New York. I think now are they going to call Colorado right away for Harris? Or are they going to let that one stick around? Because Colorado closes at that time.
I would edge towards them calling it for her right away.
It is shifted hard to the left. It's almost like the Democratic version of Florida.
Well, look at Denver in particular. You know, especially all the potheads there.
I blame Russell Wilson. He screwed over the Broncos so bad that they mind screwed them and turned them into Democrats.
And it's really sad too, because Rocky Mountain High by John Denver, that's actually a good song, but all the stoners had to ruin it.
We need to give Peyton Manning some Aaron Rodgers cayenne pepper. Little fountain of youth elixir and send him back to Denver.
Yep, Arizona, Michigan, and Wisconsin will be closing. That's what they had listed on the screen. But
Rhode Island called for Trump, but 64% in, and it is about a 5-point lead for Harris. That's it. In Rhode Island. Oh, Wisconsin closes too. It's going to matter Milwaukee there. The turnout for African is high in Milwaukee. That could help out the Democrats. But that's even assuming that they're all going to go out and vote for the Democrats at this point, because Trump has shored up a lot of support among minority groups.
yeah,
So that might not even be as big of, I mean, if Trump wins like 28% of the black vote, that'd be
it'd be huge, huge.
like numbers we haven't seen since before LBJ put welfare in place.
You know, I got to be honest with you. I get why they do it, but I hate it when having all these separate polls for like separate races and whatnot. Because like, if we're truly wanting to unite the country, then why are we having separate polls?
I mean, I think it's, I mean, because the demographics do kind of tend to vote the same way. It's more demographics. You even will have like demographics. Well, white men with a college degree might want white men without a college degree, which I don't know. I mean, it almost comes off as they're calling Trump supporters dumb.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I get why they do it. Like for for statistical purposes, I get it. I just, being honest, I don't like it.
Listen here, who's the dumb one, really? You threw away $60,000+ to get a college education that you could have gotten at your local library.
Yeah, for $1.50 in late charges.
Yeah, what was I wonder? I forget what it was that Goodwill Hunting that scene in the bar where he fooled him in the bar.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah, regurgitate. Yeah, you're like a regurgitate or whatever. He knew exactly which books he was regurgitating.
Yeah, he because the guy was plagiarizing I forget, what was it, Vickers. Yeah, he was plagiarizing to make a book to make his own argument.
Yeah, do you have any thoughts of your own on this matter?
Or is that you think you go into a bar and you try to pick up some you read some obscure passage to pick up some girls or to impress some girls, embarrass my friend here?
Do you like apples?
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
Like them apples. Total legend. Not only him, but he could have kicked that guy's ass easily.
Oh, no question. Absolutely.
Bill Hunting was a beast.
My mom loves that movie.
Oh, I've watched it so many times.
I watched the Full Monty once, and enough was enough for me.
I miss Robin Williams so much.
Yeah, he was a real good actor and a funny comedian.
Oh, and he was such a genuine person too, and you could see it just in his acting. He had just such kind eyes, kind face. You could just tell this guy was such a gentle individual. He has like this almost like Bob Ross face. It just looked like,
Yeah, he was he had a good soul. He obviously had his demons that he couldn't shake.
I think he was sick. I think he had a terminal illness, so he just took himself out.
I didn't know that.
I did a kind of deep dive into that one time and found out that he had some sickness and he didn't want to suffer.
Okay. Once Trump is up to 178.
Yeah,
less than 100 to go.
Stuck looking at Wendy's chicken nuggets. Can't get off Wendy's chicken nugget, or no, the McDonald's chicken nuggets. McDonald's, they really need more advertisements. People just don't have any clue about McDonald's. We need to raise awareness.
No, really?
Wait, hey Ma, there's this new place called McDonald's on the TV.
You know, a place is really good that I enjoy. Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's underrated, I think.
Oh, without question, love Wendy's.
Fries and the Frosty.
Oh, dude, man, I was doing that a long time ago before that was a thing.
Dip the fries in the Frosty.
Oh yes.
And John, you will not be surprised to hear that Arizona is also Fox News just projected that Trump will win Texas. That lost.
Trump has won Texas.
Trump has got a lead in
And that's early right there compared to last year. It actually took till much later in the night for them to actually officially call Texas for Trump.
Yeah, that's
And
right. It did.
2 electoral votes in the state of Nebraska. Kind of surprised that I'm not surprised that Omaha hasn't been called yet, but the other district, the third one, that's kind of interesting that that's not already called.
Well, that's the thing. They're both going to exchange one because there's one. Oh God, what is it? Isn't the other one in New Hampshire?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, because there's one in New Hampshire that is usually goes to to Republicans, and then one in Nebraska that goes to Democrats.
Well, it's kind of a swing district.
Right.
It's a swing district. It could prove to be pretty pivotal, though, that one electoral vote. Oh, my God. Chase Oliver pulling 20% of the vote in New Mexico. That's kind of weird. And he'll win Kansas, even though he's currently trailing in Kansas.
Yeah, he'll win it.
Home of the Jayhawks. Josh Allen's home state will vote for Trump. 78.
Tell me what you think of this. There was talk that Iowa could go Democratic.
What idiot's saying stuff like that?
People at my workplace. But I got this one guy. He's a friend of mine. He likes to stir the pot quite a bit. Oh, your buddy Nathan saying Trump maintaining an 8% popular vote lead.
Yeah, 8% is quite large.
Yeah.
People don't like Officer Harris.
No, I agree, Nathan. I was going to Trump. Like I said, I work with a number of shit stirrers at my place of business. And most of the time they have I like them, but a lot of the times they have no clue what they're talking about when it comes to this. I'm not calling myself a political expert. Far from it.
Listen, I think Arkansas has a really good chance of going Democrat this year. I think we have a real good shot in Kentucky this year. Real good shot.
I think so.
Neckbeards are totally going to vote for Harris.
Yeah, right. Currently in Georgia, it's Trump 52.6%, Harris 46.8%, 66 reporting. North Carolina 51.9% for Trump, Kamala Harris 47.1%, 40% reporting.
Arizona Democratic House Representative
I like what I'm seeing. I have yet to really see where Harris is winning any significant states. And Trump's Texas, Florida. He won them convincingly very early. I mean, this looks nothing like how 2020 looked.
No.
It actually took quite some time for a lot of those states to get called. In fact, after the 11 o'clock poll closings, Joe Biden held a 227 to 119 electoral vote lead.
Yeah. No, I think it's safe to say things are definitely looking a hell of a lot better this time around. Wouldn't you say so?
Amy Klobuchar wins in the Senate. Ugh.
And Democrats will hold on to their seat in Mexico, where Senator Martin Heinrich is Republican.
Capricorn did not win in New York. Jeez.
Republicans in the Senate stepping down after some health issues, some controversies. A lot of folks thinking it's time for a new
Health issues, controversies, more controversies. I mean, what do you even need to be in good health for? To just sit down and collect taxpayer dollars and put it in your pocket? How
Yeah.
hard? Hey, I'm going for golf and drinks today. Good buddies. My good buddies are paying for it. You know, the American taxpayers.
Yeah.
I mean, we treated Obama all the time. I mean, he was, Obama, our good friend. We made sure to treat him to a lot of golf trips.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Charitable like that, right, Sean?
Oh, of course. Yep. Looks like Trump's going to get it done in Ohio.
Oh yeah, no, and it was right around. Not to pat myself on the back too much. Right around when I said it was going to surge, around 40%.
Yeah.
And that's exactly when it started to take place, because that's when you started to see more of the Trump-friendly counties start to get counted.
Yep. Like I said, less than 100 to go.
Exactly. The number one thing you keep hearing, you're not hearing about abortion, you're hearing shit is too expensive. That is what you're hearing. Biscuit, get out of there. Yelling at my dog, trying to get into the food over there.
Well, it's ridiculous. I mean, God, I mean, I'm trying to think of something that's not ridiculous or absurd in price that I'm not paying for. I mean, even certain things at the grocery store, like a loaf of bread, can be ridiculous.
I've got good news for you, Sean.
What?
Breathing is still free.
Breathing?
Yes, we can still breathe.
Yeah.
We should be considered lucky. There's not going to be an air tax at some point.
Yeah.
The tax for each breath is 1 penny.
God.
You have to pay half a cent per breath.
That sounds like some of the laws that they enforce in North Korea. Like they actually have a manure tax for all their citizens.
You should see that. Imagine the media over there. Dear leader, make great decision again.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, we're just having fun. I'm just having fun with it.
I know. This is great, dude. This is great. I'm enjoying myself.
Yep. Dear leader, make great decision again. We never make bad decisions.
We never make bad decisions. How dare you say we do?
Actually, there was just feed him to the dogs. Seriously, no, life in North Korea is just trying to not get in trouble.
Pretty much.
Because they'll frame you for something, put you on trial for 1 hour, and then throw you in prison camp. Like they did to the one dude who decided in his infinite wisdom to take a vacation to North Korea. You know, a notable vacation hotspot that everyone loves.
Yeah. It's like, why?
Yep.
It's like, are you out of your mind or what?
Yep.
Okay, according to this, they could just called Ohio for Trump.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a surprise. I wouldn't be surprised to see that change there on the map. They're already talking about a potential Trump victory speech at 9:11 p.m. Imagine the Democrats coming in. Up, we have a coincidence. 9/11. Both tragic events. Illuminati confirmed.
Oh God!
Joshua,
Don't get that guy here under a different account.
right, Joshua? Illuminati confirmed. Find the triangle. South Dakota, home of noted puppy murderer Kristi Noem, goes to Trump. Kristi Noem, though, still a better governor than the Democrats.
Oh, the puppy murder. That was funny.
Oh, Harris finally wins Delaware. He finally wins Delaware.
Yeah,
Man, how about that? Joe Biden's home state couldn't even be called immediately.
Nope.
I think, you know what? I think Biden was salty that he got pushed aside, and he tried to run an undercover pro-Trump campaign in his home state.
That'd be
Almost pushed the results.
Oh, that would have been that'd been hilarious.
He was really salty, and he tried. I mean, he's already like almost given away, you know, that he wants to. What the hell? Oh, they called frickin' the West Coast for Harris. Washington, Oregon, California. So now she's in the electoral lead. And Minnesota.
Well, like I said, we knew that was coming.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, never mind. They're doing their little thingy here. So I was going to, because that doesn't close till 11 o'clock.
Yeah. But still, you know it's coming, though.
If Trump...
He's back.
That district there. Oh, no. I brought up the Illuminati, and he got really excited.
I got rid of him.
I brought up the Illuminati. He got really excited.
Yeah, according to this map on Google, Ohio is full red. It's been called for Trump, but they haven't shown it yet.
Not on Fox. They're just like, oh my God, we really have to call it for Trump.
Yeah, Georgia, he still has a solid lead in. North Carolina, it's about over 4% lead. In Virginia, it's 49.8% to 48.5% in favor of Trump.
Man, still winning Virginia right now.
Yeah, and of course, it says on here right now, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa are all leaning red, but I definitely expect Minnesota to change.
Yeah, even Ronald Reagan couldn't get Minnesota. Couldn't wrestle it away from old Walter Mondale.
What is it with Minnesota? Like, they're in the heart of the Midwest. Why would they vote Democrat? At least Illinois, I can understand with how corrupt it is with Chicago and Springfield.
Just pushes it over the edge. It's really Minnesota's like considered a close state, but is got the longest current Democratic voting streak. It has not voted for a Republican since 1972 when they voted for Richard Nixon.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what in Minnesota would make them Democrat.
Really run up the margins with suburban women moving across the
You know, maybe they've got some Flint, Michigan water flowing through there.
Probably. See, like now Michigan, I can understand them having voted Democrat because there's a big Muslim population there, especially in Battle Creek. And I'm not trying to single any group out or anything like that, but Islam and a lot of people who practice it, they tend to generally vote Democrat for the most part.
Which is weird. Like, don't they hate women? Islamists, fundamentalists. Pretty
Okay,
sure.
Ohio officially called for Donald Trump.
Not on Fox News yet, but we'll see if that. Oh, there it is.
I think I'm slightly ahead of you by a few seconds.
Yep, 195 electoral votes now for Trump.
75 to go.
My God, they're coming in quick. I mean, it's 9 o'clock, and they're just already calling it in. They're not wasting any time getting these calls in.
No.
I mean, they were last two elections, they kind of, stick around with a little, yeah, and they're way wishy-washy about it. But this time they're like, nope, Trump won. Not even, oh my God, look at Florida. It is a 14-point lead almost for Trump.
That's nuts, dude.
Dude, that's way more than I think even the most optimistic Republicans thought, that he's winning by almost 14 in Florida. Mom, 14-point lead for Trump in Florida. She does not care. She is completely in her own world. Mom, are you with us? I said Trump is winning Florida by like 14.
It's almost.
Dude, that is insane. That is way more than I think anybody projected. There were some like really insane people. I had it like 10. I did not think it was going to be 14. Man. I mean, these were considered to be lean Republican states, and they're basically safe states at this point.
Yeah.
Do I want to add a call now button to my post?
No.
Yeah, all I know is that's definitely one big swing state that is in Trump's category. So now he needs to keep it up in Georgia, North Carolina, and if he could pick off Virginia, that would be incredible.
Yeah, that's just probably going to be wishful thinking, unfortunately.
I know, but I'm saying it'd be incredible.
Ohio is pretty much the same margin that it's always been, just about 8 points, which is, I would say my prediction would be that Iowa actually votes about a point to the right of Ohio. I think it'll be about a 9, maybe 9.5 point margin for Trump. That's going to be my prediction.
Well, New York has officially been on here. It's gone to Harris.
Did they just call New York?
It's showing up blue here on Google Maps or on the Google map.
But did they just call that, or?
It's just showing up on here. They haven't called it.
Man, so they didn't call New York immediately at 9 o'clock. They called it 20 minutes after.
I mean, I'd still wait for them to announce it, but I mean, we know it's going to go to Harris anyway.
But here's the thing: if
came through for Harris.
Not calling New York immediately is a good sign for Trump. Assuming that's what's happened. Maybe it got called earlier and we didn't notice it, but if it took 20 minutes for them to call New York, that's interesting. It may not seem significant, but it is.
Maine is still showing up red, but I'm not expecting that to stick around.
Well, he'll win District 2. She's already been called for District 1 because that's a very urban district.
Mm-hmm.
But if he could get made at large, that's huge. Because that would be 3 out of the 4 electoral votes, which would cancel out needing that Nebraska district.
Yep. Just 8:30 or 9:30. I'm probably out of here.
That's all right. What time is it your time right now?
Closing in on 8:30
Nah, it's okay.
because I'm on Central Time.
Yep. Yeah, you let me know when you're ready to get off.
Election alert here. Okay, they just called Delaware for Harris.
Oh, you're just seeing that?
Yeah. Well, they just showed it on Fox.
Took it a little while.
Yeah. Don't make fun of me.
Wait, who's making fun of who?
I'm just playing.
Oh.
I was trying to make a joke, but it failed.
No, yeah, if you were just seeing that, that wouldn't even be anything to do with you. You don't run the TV network.
Oh no, they just showed. I'm just saying, Fox News just showed that.
I'll make fun of Fox.
That
Fox News is slow. What does the Fox say?
I'm gonna do some quick math here.
Fox, yeah, the Fox says vote, 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 vote for Trump. Vote, 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 vote for Trump. See, there's a black man saying that that Obama wanted to bring it from, real solutions to race, and black people are waking up, man.
Yeah, which is great.
Also a Republican voter, and
Man, Fox News, you need to fix your audio lag. Oh, Jesus, no one believes what Kamala Harris has to say. This is a woman. No one believes what she has to say. How to tell when Kamala Harris is lying? Her mouth is moving.
That's great.
Can't even get a sentence out without seeming like a complete spaz.
I know.
Her are just way too exaggerated. Like, it just feels like she has put so much effort into her face. So much contortion. Like, you can't just get the sentence out and look normal. New Jersey, Harris winning by 9 with 52% reporting. Of course, that's already been called, but
That's great. Love to hear from the voters themselves. There's some that work better. They have that. Life work benefits and retirement. Yeah, it helps you choose the right amount.
Oh, good job, Ted. Now, would you think Arizona will likely go for Trump?
I think both those will, because you look at the margins, 0.3, 0.2. You're telling me that everyone who voted for Biden is going to stick with that vote? I don't think so.
Well, based on what I'm seeing right now, is if Georgia and North Carolina, if Georgia, North Carolina stay the same, he won't even need to worry about Pennsylvania.
Well, he will, because he can win all those states, but he'll still be at 268.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, all I'm saying is the way things are going, it's looking really good for Trump.
If he can win Nebraska too, he can win all those states, Nebraska too, and steal Maine, he would not have to worry about the Rust Belt.
Yeah.
Although I think, particularly with big Republican gains in voter registration in the state of Pennsylvania, I think that there's reason for optimism there.
Right.
I think that of the three, Pennsylvania is probably the most demographically set up for a Trump victory, along with Wisconsin. Jeez.
Yeah, because I think he'll win Wisconsin. I think he'll win Iowa. Kansas is a given.
If he wins Wisconsin, that's. I mean, and Wisconsin has a lot more of your working class white voters. You're not seeing as much of like major cities like Philadelphia and Detroit. You know, you
Right.
really have major city domination. Not as many urban areas.
God, Virginia is so ridiculously close.
You know, that probably changed by the time Northern Virginia comes.
I know, but I'm just saying that's an impressive showing. I'm not saying it's going to stay final, but that's still an impressive showing.
I mean, it looked pretty good for a while, and then Biden ended up winning it by like 10. Yeah, they screwed Trump over with the COVID. Blamed it all on him.
Yeah.
In fact, I think he should have done less of what they said for him to do. I mean, he literally did what they told him to do. Closed down the country, and then they bonked him over the head for it. Well, my God, the economy sucks. You know, we told you to shut down the economy, but you need to keep the economy, the economy's numbers need to work well. I just don't get that. You tell the guy to shut the economy down, the economy goes to shit as a result. Well, Trump lost the economy. Why?
Yeah, it's like what did they think was going to happen?
Like if they asked, it's like if you asked me to walk up, punch somebody in the face, right? Then I get arrested. Well, you idiot, you got arrested. Well, you told me to go punch the guy in the face.
Yeah, what'd you think was going to happen?
Yeah, and now I'm arrested. Ironically enough, voting for Harris is pretty much punching yourself in the face.
Yeah, you might as well. You might as well just jump off a building.
Democrats love to punch themselves in the face.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, all the action probably going to start slowing down about now.
Yeah, because I don't think the next closing is till 9:00 or 10:00 your time.
Yeah, and it isn't even a major one. I think 9:30 is a good time to cut it off. I think I'm gonna.
Okay. Well, Eric, it was great doing this with you again. It's awesome. And also it's kind of nice to get some more action on this channel.
It's always great shooting the shit with you, Sean. Always a great time. Definitely got to do more streams like this.
Yeah, we'll try to think of something. I just got to find time too.
Maybe for the playoffs, we could just kind of stream our react. You know, we can watch the game, kind of stream our reactions and whatnot. And
yeah, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
you know, just get something going for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, buddy. Well, you take it easy and have yourself a good night.
Yes. Yes, you too.
Later.
All right, later.